Okay.
So what everybody was just seeing there was just the last bits of a little emotion code session I was doing for Dana, just to release some stuff from yesterday. But today is about eating allergies.
Allergies, all the drugs you have to take when you have an allergy. Well, all the drugs you think you have to take when you have an allergy. And today's show is all about seasonal allergies. Yeah, exactly. Well, you know what? This is what you can do with your Kleenex. Say goodbye. All the pills you've been taking, say goodbye. Because the emotion code works wonderfully. And I'm just going to start the recording.
So let's do that again.
All right. We are talking about seasonal allergies. And you know, whether you find yourself, you have a lot of Kleenex, or you find yourself, you're going to your pill bottle, allergies really are something that are fairly easy to release with emotion code sessions. So to start off the show today, I'm just going to actually read a little bit about allergies. And people can have allergies. So you can have an allergen to flowers, to the pollen. You can have an allergen to food. Actually, in the emotion code, we talk about idea allergies as well, but we're not going to go into those today. We're just talking about those allergies where you find you need the Kleenex, you've got the eyes are runny, they're itchy, all that sort of thing. So I just wanted to read a testimonial about somebody that had really serious allergies, and I think this will just give you a little idea about how well the emotion code works. So she said, several years ago, I developed massive allergy attacks supposedly related to 2 car accidents that I was in, and I was still receiving heavy duty medication for. Dana had done a session with me, and during the session I could literally feel a migraine coming on. At the start it was a 10, and by the end of the time, the hour we spent together, it was completely gone and it was a 0. Now, she knew I was planning a vacation in Hawaii, and she wanted to clear this fish allergy that I had, that I take several Benadryl for within minutes of landing. She said she'd get off the plane and she could just smell the fish. I know. So again, that's in her mind as well. So the last time I was in Hawaii, I took Benadryl on a regular basis. So I worked with her and I cleared those emotions, and she said this time, nothing. Nothing. She said, I've been in the water, no hives. I was even within touching distance to fish. She says, awesome. She said, most shocking to my daughter and myself is that I'm not stuffy at all. And she said, normally I never smell fish because that's how fast it hits me up my nose. I can smell the ocean and it's amazing. So that's heavy duty allergies. So, you know, you might think because it is springtime that those allergies are happening. And certainly that's part of it. But from the work that Helena and I do as emotion code practitioners, we are trained by Dr. Bradley Nelson, and we should be doing a drum roll because this week the new book is coming out. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's been updated. There's more case studies. There's more information on the heart wall, and there's just more information in general about how to do the emotion code, whether you're doing it for yourself or you're a practitioner. So that's going to come this week. So next week we'll show you that. I'm Dana J. Smithers. I am one of the emotion code divas, and my partner in crime.
That's right. That's me. I'm your partner in crime. I'm Helena Jehnichen, and I'm a certified emotion code practitioner as well as a certified clinical hypnotherapist.
Exactly.
And I'm so excited today because I get to do the emotion code session on our volunteer. We're going to do it live today so you can hear what I'm releasing. And Dana, you're going to be explaining the process while I'm doing that.
Exactly. So I'm just going to make sure. And we're live and all of that good stuff, right, Helena?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we've actually got our volunteer, Leslie Marshall. She's watching, and Natasha Paula Samuel saying hello from rainy Runford, Essex in the UK. Hello, Natasha.
Oh, that's too bad, Natasha. Usually we have very similar weather, and today it's supposed to be up to about 22, according to the weather report I was looking at. So let's just dive right in after being in the ocean with these fish, and she's loving it. So this is great. Helena's going to talk a little bit about Leslie's allergies, but we just like to quickly go over what we're doing when we do an emotion code session. So Helena's already got permission from Leslie. Helena has gotten connected, so she is her proxy. She's connected. She has an agreement with her subconscious mind that she will become Leslie. And what do we have for severity on these seasonal allergies for Leslie?
Yes, we've got a 9 or a 10 at this time of year, and her symptoms are, we always like to know what the symptoms are, not the whole story. So her symptoms are itchy eyes, ears, nose, and throat.
Yeah, and that's pretty common. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really interesting because I've already connected with her. I can start to feel the tickle in the throat. I've got the tickle in my nose. It's quite interesting, this energy work.
And this is why, I'll just go back to this proxy, why it's so important if you're working on somebody, remember to disconnect and go back to being yourself. Otherwise, you'll have those symptoms all day for yourself unless they've been released. So Helena's going to be doing some muscle testing. So she's showing you how she does it. She has an agreement with her subconscious. What's a yes for you, Helena? And a no if it's not that trapped emotion. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is Helena's going to be calling off some numbers, and I'm going to check them out. So the emotion, 60 charts from 60 emotions from Dr. Bradley's emotion code chart. They're either in column A or B, and they're even in an odd or an even row. So what Helena is going to do once she has found that emotion, she's got a magnet. She's going to do some swipes over her head from that governing meridian right above the lip to the back of her head. If the person was in front of you and you're doing this yourself, you can take it and go all the way down their back to the bottom of the spine. And most important for us and the person we're working on, I know I've got 2 clients later this afternoon. I will be drinking a lot of water today, and hopefully they will as well. So let's just dive right in, Helena. So what do we have there?
I've already connected to Leslie, and we've got her age and the severity, and I want to ask if the subconscious mind knows about the itchy eyes, ears, nose, and throats at this time of year. Yes, it does. Are there emotions related to these itchy eyes, ears, nose, and throat? Yes. Can I release them today? Yes. So are they here? How about in column A? Nope. Are they in B? They're in B. Are they trapped in row and in odd row? Nope. They're in an even row. So is there any in 2, 4? There's some in 4 and 6. They're in 4. So is it depression, frustration, indecisive, panic, and taken for granted? So frustration, Dana, is the first one. Can I release that? Yes, it says yes. So I'm going to swipe 3 times or so. And that released it out of the physical energetic system. It's gone. So frustration is gone. Any other trapped emotions? Yes. A, B, B, column B, odd, even, even. Is there any in 2, 4? 4, we're back to 4. Is it depression, frustration, indecisiveness? I release indecisiveness. Yes, we can just release indecisiveness.
Okay, right there in that column.
And again, sometimes we can just go through these really, really quickly, and sometimes the body just says, give me a moment as it processes it out. Are there any more trapped emotions? No. Are there any hidden? Yes, hidden. A, B, B. Column B, odd, even, even. 2, 4, 4. Hidden depression, frustration, indecisive, panic. Hidden panic. Can I release hidden panic? Yes. Hidden panic.
And just while Helena's doing that, I'll just mention what Dr. Brad here has said, that in row 4, what we're looking at, the areas are the liver or the gallbladder. So there could be some emotions in those chakras. So what you're looking at are your solar plexus and your sacral chakra. So that's the area where those organs are in. So sometimes people will feel, you get that gut feeling about something, and that's where that can happen in there. So we'll just see what Helena's releasing now.
Yeah, so I released hidden, taken for granted, also in column B4. And so now I'm just looking for any trapped, any hidden, any prenatal. How about any inherited? Yes, A, odd, 1. inherited abandonment, betrayal, forlorn, lost, love unreceived. Inherited love unreceived. From my inherited from my mother, no, from my father. So during time of my conception, I'm Leslie. I inherited my father's love unreceived emotion that was unprocessed. Can I release that now? Yes, I'm going to release that. 10 swipes.
Okay, and that's for inherited emotions. They can be inherited from your whole mother's line, from your whole father's line. So they can go down grandfather, great-grandfather, great-great-grandmother, and on and on and on it goes. So that's why we do 10 swipes just with the magnet to demagnetize that, because it's got a little bit deeper. The premise from Dr. Brad is that when we release it from whatever parent or wherever it is along the genealogy line, wherever they are in the ether, it's released from them down to the father. It was from the father, then from Leslie herself. And if you are of childbearing age, then this trapped emotion would also be released from going into any children that you bear as well. So I know Leslie's not childbearing age, but yes, if that emotion had been released, if you do this actually before you're having children, you're doing yourself a favor too.
Yeah. So I found another emotion of, this is we'll call it vibrational resonance, and I found the emotion of worthless. Okay. And I released that, and then all of a sudden on me, my throat stopped itching, my nose stopped itching, and then I asked myself, do I have seasonal allergies? And it said no. Remember, I'm asking about my client, which is Leslie today. Do I have seasonal allergies? No, just checking the severity. It was a 10 actually at the beginning of the session, and it's a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, severity of 1. It's a 0. The subconscious mind says right now, I don't have seasonal allergies. So one thing I'd like you to, and it's going to become me, one thing I'd like you to do, Leslie, is right now is actually stop using the words, I have a seasonal allergy.
Perfect.
We want to change your subconscious mind, and that's where your beliefs are, your memories, your habits, and automatic behaviors. And your subconscious mind is very powerful. And words are important, aren't they, Dana?
Pure law of attraction 101, right? So the result that you're getting, what you're manifesting in your world, right? Law of attraction. I attract to my life whatever I put my attention, energy, or focus on, whether positive or negative. So if you keep saying, well, I have an allergy, I have this problem, I have that problem, this always happens to me, or I always feel this way, and these are all negative things, well, congratulations. Great attracting. That's what I say. But when you want to stop it, be mindful of your words that form the thoughts that come out of your mouth that give you the feeling, oh no, it's allergy time. I mean, the commercials are great, right? Because they reinforce it over and over and over, and that's what you see, and they're selling all sorts of drugs and things. And then from that, those feelings of itchiness and not feeling good, that's the result you'll get. You'll just get more and more of it. So be mindful. And I love what Helena said. Let's stop saying to yourself, I have seasonal allergies.
Because your subconscious mind
is huge.
It's an order taker. It just says, okay, and it gives it to you. So give your subconscious mind new information, use different words. I feel great. I love the springtime. I love summertime. I love seeing the blossoms and the grass and all that kind of wonderful stuff.
And those beautiful flowers and everything.
Yeah.
So, Helena,
yeah,
I'm just going to check on. Oh, very good.
Yeah, disconnected.
Yeah, it is interesting because the other day I too felt a bit of a sniffle and an itchy throat, and I thought, I said to myself, I don't have allergies, so I don't know what this is all about, right? So it was kind of like a day or two, and very definitely I was sneezing, like not all day long, but I just thought, you know what, I don't have allergies, so let's just get on with this, and I'm just fine. So much of that is exactly what you're saying to yourself. Helena, you're looking at your phone. What have you got?
I'm looking at my phone because Leslie's given us a message, and she said when I started, I felt like I had to sneeze, but no more. I don't have seasonal allergies. Thank you. Thank you, Leslie.
Yeah, that's just great. Yeah. So again, remember that law of it. As Helena said, your subconscious is just taking your orders and acting on it. The law of attraction is the same. It doesn't discern anything that you're telling it to do. If you're putting out a certain command, it just responds automatically. It doesn't have any emotions, but the energy is responding to the energy that you're giving out. So if sometimes you do want to spend a day in bed, or you've got allergies, or maybe you want to take time off work, or maybe that's your excuse that you're using. Well, be mindful of it, because it's powerful, right? You have that power to pay attention to that. So, Helena, we're going to a little bit shorter show format. So if you've been watching, we're kind of going to be doing a 20-minute segment where we do have somebody that we're working on. So next week, this is one that Helena and I came up with, particularly. Now, I don't think I'm going to be working on Helena, but I've worked on this with her before. It's called calendar time management. So, we've got, come on, we talked about cell phone addiction. We got, we've got calendars on our phone. We've got calendars on oh, this was the funny one. So I said, Helena, well, I'm pretty old school. This is my month, but I color code everything. So I know exactly, greens are all emotion code sessions I've got going on. Pink is for personal, so a little bit of that. And then that way for me, I've got that. But then if you've also got it on your phone, you've got it on your computer. And then if you're like Helena, she does scheduling. People can schedule on her computer, and she's never in one place for more than a couple of days. So we may be working on Helena. I haven't checked in with her to see how that scheduling is going. But if you're somebody that does have some challenges with scheduling, and you'd like to make it simple, you'd like to get rid of all that overwhelm that you feel and get more organized, let Helena or myself know, and we will do a session on you next week. Even though these sessions are short, they work. All right, Helena, how can people get a hold of you?
Yep, people can get a hold of me through my website, where they can book online a session automatically, and it will download to my app on my phone, so I know where to be and who to tune into.
As long as everything's working.
That is correct. And so you can reach me through flourishhypnosis.com. Motion code information's on /emotion code. I have YouTube channels under Helena and Flourish Hypnosis, as well as a Facebook page, Flourish Hypnosis.
Excellent, great. And thanks so much, Helena, for doing that session as well. You can find me, Dana Smithers, at danasmithers.com /emotion-code. My YouTube channel is Empowered Women in Business. I have a lot of different playlists on there, a lot of law of attraction. I have some sacred gifts recordings as well. And then all the emotion code divas. So I think, Helena, we're at episode 70 next week. So yay, congrats to us for doing this. And yeah, there we go, pat on the back. We love for you to share it. We love getting more viewers, and certainly we believe that the emotion code is such a non-invasive way to work with, enter these allergies that you have, or chronic pain, or emotions that you're going through. It's really quite an amazing. I don't know how it works, Helena. I just know it works, like all of this energy work that we're doing. So we're excited. We hope to have Dr. Brad's book by next week. We may even do a show on it, just to talk about some of the updates for that. So that's it for now. So bye from us. Have yourselves an awesome week, and thanks so much to our viewers. And